It's 12 o'clock, the time is here. Grab your cuppa, come sit near. Craig Laird's joining in today with Hunkydory all the way. Craig's in the house, let's cheer and sing. Crafty magic he's gonna bring. From papercraft to creativity, he's a superstar at 12 with me. Crafty magic he's gonna bring. From papercraft to creativity, he's a superstar at 12 with me. So tune on in, don't be late. Craft and chat, it's gonna be great. Craig's in the house, let's cheer and sing. Crafty magic he's gonna bring. From hunky-dory to creativity, it's 12 o'clock, come craft with me.
Good morning. Good morning, one. Good morning, one. Good morning, all. I hope you're all good and well. Let me know you can see and hear us. First of all, it's always a start. And look who's joining me in the crafty cupboard today. That's what I know, Craig.
Hi.
How are you, love?
I'm doing good, yourself.
I'm very well. Very excited.
We're so high.
We've just said, literally before we came live, that we think we know each other, but we've never met each other.
No.
It's literally passing in corridors when we've all been here.
That's right.
Or in other buildings.
Yep.
But we've never actually worked together.
No, we haven't. No.
Look at us now.
And look at us
In
now.
a cupboard, stuck in a corner.
Yeah, nice crafty version of the broom cupboard.
Look at it. Coming in, take a seat. There's loads in already. I can see you all here. Good afternoon, Craig and Adam. Good afternoon, Linda. If you've got any questions for Craig as well, get them in. You are on air today.
I am indeed.
At
2 o'clock.
2 and 5.
Yes, not 4.
Not 4.
Liam.
2 and 5 is where we're on. There's a big banner down here. 2 and 5 o'clock. Let's cover this first of all. What have we got in the 2 o'clock show?
2 o'clock, we've got back in stock Whopper Toppers. Christmas Whopper Toppers. They were incredibly busy when they first launched, so we've got them back in stock.
5 o'clock?
5 o'clock, we've got Enchanted Everglade.
No.
Gorgeous. Enchanted Glade. Everglade.
Don't ask me. I stick to this.
It's a beautiful collection.
It's a beautiful collection.
I'm still the new guy.
And it's enchanting. Is what it is.
Enchanting,
It's
yes.
all enchanting. Right then, we've got deals for you today as well. First, you know how this works. There will be a QR code on the screen. A lot of buttons. Just outside there. Scan the QR code now. That will take you to a secret Craft O'Clock page, the Craft O'Clock deals page, where only you will be able to get Craft O'Clock deals, and these are better than TV prices.
Yeah, that's good.
Because I've got original price, TV price, and what our price is. So some of these are same as what was on TV or better than what's on TV. The link is in the chat now across all platforms. So go and check that out is the way to go. Before we kick off, how are you finding Hunkydory?
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Settling in well?
I'm settling in really well. Yes, we are. You know when you know everyone's personalities really well now, so you know who you can be sarcastic to. You know, like me and Bex. You know, our sarcasm together is really fun as well. But the whole team really lovely. Welcomed me, and I'm doing 3 days. Well, I am full time, but I'm doing 3 days in the office because I'm still living in Durham, and I'm in the middle of the process of moving, but it's that whole rigmarole in new house, all the paperwork and
pain.
You don't hear anything, so I had to go and I had to go, come on,
chase them. Got to chase them. Then you're in a long chain.
Yeah. Well, it was either me or Anne-Marie was going to
go in.
Oh, she was going to go in. Yeah.
You don't want that.
So we're getting there, but it's just been just over 8 weeks now.
That's quick.
Yeah.
That's a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Are you moving Blackpool? Is that what I see? Or is that just where you go on holiday?
No.
Is that just your holiday destination?
I've had some fun the last couple of weeks in Blackpool. I've gone through so many 2pences, you'll never know.
That's why I feel like I know you, because I follow you on the Instagram. I was in Blackpool again.
Yeah, he's at the Trafford Centre again. Blackpool Trafford Centre.
That's all he does.
There is other places.
Does he work? Is he ever working?
Sitting at my desk looking at things to do.
Just covered in 2Ps, 10Ps and little grabbers.
Yeah.
That's how I picture it. It's how I picture it. Right then, let's kick off with some deals straight away. Let's start with the classic.
The classic.
The classic, the adorable, scoreable. I've said this for years. No one does a scoreboard anymore.
No,
This is
do
the
you know
only
something?
one I actually know of.
Yeah, yeah. Interesting to say that. Yeah.
I don't know any other scoreboards.
It's nice. You know, we always need a scoreboard when it comes to crafting. Always need one. Whether it's just simply folding your card in half. Maybe you want to get really creative when it comes to, of course, the concepts. Maybe you want to do your boxes as well. You can absolutely do that. I love it as well because you've got your inches on one side. You do have your centimetres on the other side. I am an inch guy. I like my inches.
Okay.
So we're going to go. We're going to go ahead. You can see as well what you have got is you do get your score tool with it as well.
It comes attached and you
does.
never lose it.
Yep, never lose it. But then what you have got is measurements all the way at the top.
I'll get it.
And then we've also got our measurements down the side. So this is where you've got that centre point as well, which I love. You've got that centre point to give you that little bit of an ease. Do you manage?
I got it.
There we go. Thank you. I was testing you, Adam.
We're back.
That's what I was. Testing you.
There's one question I've never asked either. With the score tool,
Yes.
is there a right and wrong end? Or do both ends do different jobs?
Do you know something? No, they're both there for specific reasons. This side, of course, I would be using that to then go in and then score. You can use that side as a burnishing tool.
Oh, okay.
But that's also a good way to do a burnish. What you could do, although the points are the same, I sometimes will use this one for my acetate, and I'll go in and get that flatter edge and pull all the way down. But either way, it's personal preference. I like to then just go in with most of my cardstock with that one tip side there, and then of course you can use them to burnish or on that side.
Is there anything
as well.
we can't score? Silly question, I know, but is there anything that, like, acetate you said? Because sometimes that can be a bit thick.
It can't, no, absolutely. Depending on the actual acetate, you might need to go over it a couple of times. The construction acetate, even of course the foil printed acetate that we do, in actual fact, it's an actual dream to actual score, because the way that acetate is naturally formed, when you start to then score it, it just beautifully folds together anyway. Nice. So, no, I wouldn't be trying to attempt mount board or something like that.
Be sensible.
Be sensible. But yeah, your thinner card, your thicker card, absolutely, you can do that, no problem at all. Which means if you want to do your boxes with your thicker card or your acetate, you can do, because you've got your inches, you've got your lid on one side, and then on this side is the box side. So let's say, and actually I'll be doing it later on today, if you're just going in and doing an inch depth box, we can score it an inch, but then all you need to do is flip your other piece of card on that side and score in an inch.
So it's handy to have.
It does. It's one of those things that, as well as a paper trimmer, I always say a scoreboard is something a crafter always needs. There is like accessories you'll find on the website that you've got with your little craft mats that will sit in there as well. I personally, I don't tend to use a craft mat within there. If you're doing additional work, I just use it as a way to actually score. But nice size as well. Even just having that handle if you want to
hook
it onto a hook on a wall or something like that. It's a great one.
It's one of these, and if you've not already pressed QR code, now it's the same QR code that was at the bottom, but it just makes the whole screen smaller, so it's now at the top for us. So this one just above me here, you can scan that, or you can go straight to the link that I've dropped into the chat that you've got there. Lowest ever price, £24.99. Should be $34.99. On TV, it was $29.99. For Craft O'Clock, you're getting it for $24.99. And I think, if I'm correct, these prices go back up tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
Oh, that's good.
I think that's what Anne-Marie said.
Yeah, possibly.
I think I heard it yesterday. So take advantage of these prices while you got them. Lisa says she doesn't use a scoreboard enough.
No. I think it is one of those.
Is it a forgotten tool?
Do you know what? I'm going to say yes, to a point. To a point, I think, yes, it's one of those things where, we need to use it that little bit more. Most people will use it just for scoring, and that's the whole purpose and the premise. But then when you have scores, what you can then do is your easel cards, you can do your sepper cards, you can do your diorama cards.
And they're right, precise.
That's it. They're always precise as well. Always precise. Just as long as you follow the measurements, always precise. But then you've also got that creative play as well. If you're someone that loves to create your own concepts, if you love to have a play when score lines and positioning, there's nothing stopping you from creating your own different kind of concepts, because you've got your eighth of an inch on each of the markings as well on the inch side. So then therefore you could be really quite precise.
Take advantage. Literally take advantage. Jennifer has asked, oh, well, Tracy has said, first of all, I have just put it on the screen. It's great to have you back on our screens.
Thank you so much. It is good to be back. It really, really is. It's one of those things, Adam. I've said it a couple of times already. I'll say it again.
Say it again.
Here, and that's the fact. I've been really, really lucky within crafty career. I really, really have. You know, I've had opportunities that wouldn't have got elsewhere. But the fact that I've gone back to where I started, I was on the design team 12 years ago. Hunkydory's design
Was
team.
yeah? Oh, so it's full circle then.
Full circle.
That must be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, started working with Hunkydory's products, buying them 15 years ago. And obviously Hunkydory just currently celebrating their 17th birthday. So I've been using them
all
the way, you know. So it is nice. But yes, it's nice to be back on screen.
Tilly Victor, yes, God bless her, who's here, said, did you have a jingle? Yes, he did.
I did,
He
yeah.
did. But we're in the studio, so I can't really play it that way. We can't really play it that way, but he did. Another question, as then we'll move on. Does Craig still have his first craft product?
So, do you know something? I've still got one of them, and that is my smaller Fiskars paper trimmer.
Oh, nice.
It's a really small one. It's black with the orange blade. I've still got that. Sorry. This is probably why we've been never together. I've got that feeling we've just got that same sense of humour.
It's Fiskars, it does it to me.
Yeah,
Makes me...
yeah, I know. I've still got that. I still remember my very first 2 products I ever bought.
Do you?
I do.
Can you say them?
I can indeed.
Say away.
Can I say the channel?
Of course you can.
QVC, all those years ago.
We can say anything. It's YouTube and Facebook.
That's true.
We just can't say it on the telly.
Very true. They don't do craft now anyway. But yeah, all those years ago, my very first 2 products was a Forever Friends decoupage kit
Nice.
and a Sticks to Adhesive bundle kit. That was my very first. Well, I couldn't buy it because I didn't have a card of that back then.
Can't do that.
But Mum bought it. Well, Mum bought it. I gave her the money. And that was my very first 2 crafty products I ever bought.
There you go. Mm-hmm. And did you think all those years ago you'd be here now?
Never. With
Being
you.
on TV?
Never.
Never. Stuck in a cupboard. Your peak of your career in a cupboard.
That's it.
In an office building.
Yeah, I've joined Hunkydory. I've now worked with you, Adam. That's it.
Yeah. All 4 studios they've got downstairs.
Exactly.
And this
And
is where
what
you
we get.
are.
This is what we get.
Loving it.
But I feel honoured that I now
Well,
actually get to
Anne-Marie's never been in the cupboard.
Well,
Anne-Marie,
you know what?
Anne-Marie's never been in my cupboard.
naughty cupboard.
There are so many questions for you. Does Craig still have this? I use my... We will move on. There are more stuff. Scan the QR code because there's loads on the show. We will get to it all. I always use my Hue scoreboard for cards and boxes for years. Also useful for measuring.
It is indeed. What scoreboard was it?
Hoogie.
That's it.
Yeah, I just sort of gloss over it when I can't pronounce it. Sandra says, good afternoon. Jennifer's loving you. Craig's tutorial videos are fantastic.
So what?
Glad to hear that will be continuing.
Yeah. So what Jennifer's referring to is beforehand. What I would do is I would do tutorials in my own time on YouTube.
Oh, here we go.
Yes. And when I joined Hunkydory, one of the things I said to Anne-Marie and Dan is I want to keep doing that because that for me, as much as Anne-Marie and Dan, Big Boss Dan, you know, they're really quite, they want everyone to have a
Life balance.
work-life balance. For me, I enjoyed it. It's like my hobby. I enjoy doing it.
Okay.
So I'm going to keep doing it or start doing it. Let me get moved, let me get settled
Let
and
me get
into my
in.
house and all
Come on,
that
babe.
sort of stuff. But yeah, it'll all be Hunkydory products. And I have got, a loft full of older Hunkydory. So I'm really looking forward to even starting to bring those out. But yeah, won't be happening any time.
Give yourself a
within the
plug.
next- yeah.
Where do we find you?
Just go into YouTube. Just it's so I've renamed it. It's Craig Laird HD.
There you go.
Yeah.
HD.
HD.
Nikki's in. She says, I've just ordered second scoreboard and trimmer. Love. Hunky-dory people have.
Well, you know,
Ordering them now.
I know obviously it is Hunkydory's scoreboard, so you're always going to see whether it's Nat and whether it's Anne-Marie, you know, of course, whether it's Amy and Bex as well, Kat, we've all got our scoreboard, we've all got them at our desk and that as well. You know, we don't share the scoreboard, we've all got our own one.
Everyone uses them, but sometimes because of other channels, you're not allowed to show them.
That's true, yeah.
I know the cast of Pink Frog, the team from Pink Frog all used them, but we were never allowed to show them because Hunky-Dory weren't on the channel we were working for, so
That's
they had
right.
to do it off camera and stuff like that. But everyone uses a scoreboard.
Yeah.
How about, though, if the big 12 by 12 is too big for me? I haven't got space for a big 12 by 12. Is there anything else that you can bring to the table that makes it slightly easier for me.
But like a smaller one.
Like a smaller
Is that what
scoreboard.
a smaller one? Like identical but smaller?
Identical but smaller. I don't own a craft room. I have to do it on the dining room table. So it's too big for the 12 by 12. Is there something, a miniature version?
You get that. In actual fact, until I rocked up here 25 minutes before we went live because of the traffic, I didn't realise we still had this in stock.
It's still there. Oh, okay, then so we may not.
Oh, no.
We've got it in stock.
You got it in stock, yeah.
We've got it on Craft Clock.
I just meant that I didn't realise... I've got one,
still
but I
there.
didn't realise it was still there, otherwise I'd be using it more.
So question.
Yeah.
Why do I need a small one?
So a smaller one, maybe it's exactly as you were saying. Maybe it's just down to space. Maybe you do smaller cards. You know, maybe if you're someone that predominantly does and works with Hunkydory and plays with Hunkydory, then of course you've got your topper collections. You can easily score your cardstock in half. You can still do different concept, your steppers, all of that on that smaller scale, but what you have got is you've got it up to the 8-inch. Once again, you've still got your inches on one side, you've still got your centimetres on the other side as well. Nothing changes other than the size.
Oh, okay, so it's all still the same.
So it's all the same, it still looks exactly the same. So if I, just to bring the larger one up into the 12-inch, but then this one being 8-inch there, the centimetres, just in case you want to know, goes up to 21, but you do also have the measurements that go down the side. So therefore, if you are doing things such as your steppers, instead of having to twist and turn, because you've got the measurements there, because you have to put in like a guideline before you can do the cut line.
Yeah.
So having that as well. So it's exactly the same as the large scoreboard. The only difference here is the size-wise, it goes up to 8-inch.
Question. Oh,
Yes.
Before I do ask my question, Hunkydory products are good quality. Love to see Craig and hear his stories. Well done, Adam, for all the interviews. God bless you. We'll have to interview you as well one day.
Yeah, I'm up for that. I'm up for
We'll have to do
that,
that. The mini one.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not the 12 by 12, so I can't go landscape with A4. Yes, I can go portrait, but how do I get all the way to the bottom? Because for the sheer fact, that's not A4.
Oh, so actually, let's do that then. So
Without missing the group, without coming out of the group, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how do I get back into the group?
So, like, for instance, this one here, I've just taken some of our adorable scoreboard, but let's just say, of course, you can see it's A4, so it's larger than the actual scoreboard itself. Really, really simple. You've got your notches, you've got your grids down the side. So let's just say, for argument's sake here, we're wanting to go for 3.5 here, Adam. I can just keep going so far down, but then all that I need to do is just keep it up against that notch at the side there. Because I've already got that groove there, I just continue all the way down.
That makes sense.
So all that I'm doing is I'm just following that notch, that grid that I've got. Same here is, yes, your cardstock's a lot wider when it comes to the A4, but there's still nothing stopping you. Is, let's say we're going to go, I'm just making measurement 2, 4, 7. Let's say I needed to do another 2-inch here. Obviously, I've not got 9-inch there. All that we can do is we can just go in and then we can just fold that, because I'm using the adorable scorable cardstock. What's going to have, it's not going to crease. But all that I've done there is just pop that edge up against that little ridge and then come down here at the 2-inch that I wanted. And then if I did need another one, they will go there. So it doesn't stop you from scoring larger. All that you're just going to have to do is maybe like twist or manipulate it slightly or fold it in to the notch to then start scoring.
Best ever price on this one should have been £24.99. We've matched the TV price on this of £19.99. So if you want to get hold of your adorable scorable mini scoring tool, it's £19.99 today. Or you can go for the big 12 by 12 one if you want to go for that, which is £24.99, lowest ever price we've ever bought it to. Should be £29.99 when it goes onto the TV. We've bought it down for the next less than 24 hours is what you've got. I think I know the answer to this already, but I'm going to ask it. Do I need both?
So, I know.
Obviously, we're going to say yes.
Obviously,
because that's what we're here for.
Yes.
But in an ideal world, putting you genuinely on the spot, if my budget won't stretch to both, let's ask it this way. If my budget won't stretch to both, which one would you say go for so I get the most out of it?
So go for your large one.
Okay.
I would say go for your large, because yes, I've explained on that smaller scale how you can still score, but of course if you've got that larger scoreboard, then you're then able to score all the way up to the 12-inch. If you want to score all the way down to the 1-inch or the 2-inch, you can do that, of course. Smaller scoreboard, yes, you can score the 1 or 2 inch. If you do need to go bigger, yes, I have explained how you can get around that. But if you don't feel comfortable doing it, if you're not maybe quite, that far in when it comes to the journey of crafting and you're wanting to simplify each step, then of course, the bigger your scoreboard, you're going to be able to do them with a lot more ease. It is one of those I have both on my desk and I use both. It's a bit like a die cutting machine. I've got a large one, I've got a small one, and it's just automatically, if I'm die cutting smaller die cuts, I always just go to the small one. And you will find, of course, that you will, when scoring, if it's something small, like myself, you'll probably automatically go for the smaller one as well.
There you go.
Think of your space that you're working on. If you can only go for one, I would always say the largest one.
Jennifer says the small... What's this one? I should really reread these. The small one has been retired, but are the mats still available?
The small one has been retired.
Well, I don't think it has, Jennifer.
I don't think so, no.
Because I've got it today. If it's been retired, we wouldn't have it.
No.
They would have taken it off and we'd just do the large one. So I don't think it is. Is the mats the small one?
I
If you don't know, you don't know. Don't worry.
No, I think we do.
There you go.
I think we do. I think we do.
Let's go with it. They won't be on Crafter Clark. They'll either be on the brand page on the Hobby Maker websites or go and check on Hunkydory. Nikki said, I've just ordered the mini one for the motorhome. That's a good idea.
That's a really good idea if you're out travelling
You're
about.
out and about.
Yeah. And I think that's where a lot of Hunkydory products, certainly collections and that, work really well. We've said it in the past. You go aware that you can take your die cutting machines and all that sort of stuff. Now, maybe you don't want to. Maybe you just want to do a bit of craft, but you don't want to go down the die cutting route. Then at least with your collections or what we've got coming up today with your smaller scoreboard, if you go for your Hunkydory collections, all your card stock, yes, it's A4, but I've shown you how you can fold it on the smaller one. So that's great. It's nice and compact with what you're having to take.
So go with what works. Lisa's asking, we're moving on from scoreboards because I've just clocked the time and we've only gone 2 products. Lisa's asked, are the mats available for the big scoreboard?
It should be on the website. Check them out.
Check them out, Lisa.
Check them out.
Lisa, either do it now for me and get back to me and report back in, or don't. It's up to you. Right then, let's move on. You can either check for me and let me know, because we're one big family, because I can't do it from here, you see. Let's move on to... Do you want to do the big paper trimmer?
Well, we'll do the big paper trimmer.
Let's do the big paper trimmer. Now, this should be $21.99. And then TV price is $17.99. You are getting it today for £14.90. What a random price. £14.90. £14.90 is what you're going to get. And we're still the only craft channel that does 1 P&P.
Yes, we are.
1 bit across the day, not per product. That's not nearly £15. No. Across the board. And then what you see now, you can also then buy later when you're on air, and it's still the same P&P.
I love watching you and Nigel.
What, just hammer it home?
Yeah.
We're not the only craft channel that does it, though.
You are. And it is beneficial as a crafter that buys from Hobby Maker. It is really is beneficial. And I just love what you two are the two that are, how close to the wire can you get?
We don't have adverts on YouTube.
No.
Just
you don't.
We're on YouTube now. There's no adverts popping over me for Kenko Really Rich.
That's right, yeah, because when I'm in the office and we'll have you on and I'll watch you guys via YouTube, right enough.
We don't have adverts. We go straight through. There you go. The only craft channel with no adverts and continuous streams and 1 capped postage is what we've got. Well, at that point, I've also got to show this. I'm obliged to show £4.95 P&P all day. That's it. Let's move on then to your scoreboard. So, not your scoreboard, your trimmer. Why do I need one of these in my life? Right.
So I've said it for years. Every single crafter, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced, needs a paper trimmer. Now, yes, I love guillotines and I love the Hunkydory ones. We've got them coming up as well. However, when it comes to a paper trimmer, there is something that you can do with a paper trimmer that you can't do with a guillotine, and that is either frame or gut. Some people will say the centre, because your guillotine.
Guillotine? Your little guillotine?
The little guillotine cuts straight down. Whereas with your paper trimmer, what you're able to then do is create that frame. I'm going to show you, Adam, just briefly.
While you do that,
Yeah.
Dave has been in. Thank you, Dave. Lisa, stand down. The small scoreboard and large cutting mats still available on Hunkydory.
Well,
There you go. Thank you, team. Thank you, thank you. And Ash says, which is a new name. You've got a lot of new guests.
Oh.
Lovely to see Craig. That's a bargain price for a trimmer, that is. Well, it's true. It's what we do here. Right, tell me all.
so I've just another random size, but 10 by 6, just so I can show you how you can create your own mount on that as well if you wanted to. But let's say I wanted to create a 1-inch frame all the way round. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to the 1-inch mark here, and then what we have also got, Adam, is we've got the actual measurements as well down the side. So I like to just hold open with my fingers here, and then I'm going to go onto that paper trimmer. Now, on the actual, the blade's tucked underneath, but you've got little arrows on the top.
You have indeed.
Directly underneath that arrow is the exact point of the blade, so you know exactly where you're
Okay.
cutting. So I've gone to the 1-inch mark, and then all that I'm going to do is I'm going to come down, and because my card's 6-inch, I'm going to come to the 5-inch mark, and I'm going to go as close as I'm looking at an angle, and then I'm going to turn that around, and you can do either side, of course. On the left-hand side, you've got all your further inches and centimetres. On this side, you've got up to the 1.5 inch mark. But if I come once again to that 1-inch mark, line that up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to where that ended, and I'm going to go up, back again, to that 1-inch mark. And this is what you can't do with a guillotine, because all you're going to do is you're going to cut all the way through your cardstock. And each time I'm just going to come in an inch from the end. And this is going to cut your heavier materials as well, even things such as your acetate, your heavy acetate 220 microns, even your foiled acetate, no problem at all. But then if I take that one out and that one out there, what I've then got is that perfect frame. So that was 6 by 10. I've created my own 1-inch frame, but you can have the depth as thick or as thin as you want. That's your 350 Adorable Scoreable. So you've got that thickness as well.
Nice.
And then, of course, what I would get into the habit is cutting back and forth so that you're using both ends of the blade because it's at a point.
Makes sense.
If you are someone that always goes in that one direction, great band, but joke, I wasn't a big listener to them.
you not?
No, I wasn't actually. Liked them on X Factor. Oh. But if you are
Surprises
scoring that, no, I'm the ballads. I like the big.
Oh, you were
female
like-
yeah. I had Leona Lewis in the car.
Did you?
As I was sweating, thinking,
I'm never gonna get
I'm never
here.
going to get. I'm never going to get.
Wait,
here
listen to This Is
with
My
that
Moment.
yeah, well, that was one that was on Bleeding Love. But yeah, if you are someone that scores in that one direction, what to do is get into the habit after a wee while. Just take the blade out and then flip it the other way. Turn it around.
Okay.
So if I then just take that one out
let me
like
move that
so, and then just turn it around. That's if you're only going in the same direction.
So if you're cutting
each
down
time.
each
If you're
time.
always cutting down or you're always cutting up, that will then start to kind of fray at the edges.
Sense.
So you need to turn. If you're going up and down like I do,
Don't worry.
you don't need to worry.
Samantha says, what does Samantha say? I've been cutting for a long time. Long old time. She just sits there cutting.
Just sits.
That's all
and
she
cut.
does.
I could do it. Fussy cut. I could do that.
Could you?
Oh yeah.
Life's too short. Life is far too short to sit and fussy cut. I've said it for years.
He was me thinking that we were going to get on.
Fussy cut. There's machines that will do it for you.
No, there's not.
Oh, there is.
Not to the detail.
Not to the detail.
Sit there with a bit of Coronation Street on, with your little scissors.
I end up cutting tails off and ears because I can't be bothered. Genuine. I'm not. Oh, I can't be bothered doing it. I've been crafting for a long time and I have many trimmers. She just sits and cuts. All she does. And the Hunkydory is best by far I've ever had. There you go.
There you go.
Lisa's come back with some stats. There's an 8x8 double-sided cutting mat on the main website for $7.99, and there's a 12x12 one for $7.99 as well.
Rightio.
See, they don't even need me here.
well-
They literally do it all for me.
You said what I was about to say there, Adam.
They
I
don't
was about to say
need
that.
me
No.
at all. Christine says, great to see Craig, one of my favourite demonstrators.
Oh, bless you. Thank you, Chrissy. I recognise your name,
There you
Christine
go.
Duffy. Thank you.
Linda comes in. Love this trimmer. I did use a different brand, but the Hunkydory. Let me know which one. Linda. We can say it on here. It's fine. No one will get offended.
Because there is great ones out there.
Because there's loads. Generally, there's loads out there.
Absolutely.
I use a different one, but the Hunkydory one is much lighter and easier to use, and it's a game changer. Linda, it will be interesting to find out which one it was. Only for the sheer fact you may help somebody else. That's the only reason I asked. Not to name and shame other brands, because they're all amazing. But it's you help each other. Forgot to say hello. You're fine, Shelley. Don't worry. Yeah, there are. What's this one?
Ash.
Oh, there you go. Look, your little sticky fingers. I can't be bothered.
Yeah, I have to concentrate.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right.
Did you read it?
Nope.
Okay, I'll put it back in for you.
I'm a slow reader. To concentrate, otherwise we'd probably snip my finger. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, but then just get a machine. Life is too short, people, to fussy cut.
I'd love to know what sort of things you do in your spare time for me to be like.
This is about it.
You get life.
That's a whole other story.
No, this is good because you've taken Craft O'Clock to another level.
Well, we're going late night live soon, Thursday.
Are you?
9 o'clock at night.
After the watershed?
After Watershed. First one ever. I'm doing it from home.
Craig, the watershed.
I think you're more than welcome to come on.
I'm still on my probation at Hunkydory.
Oh, are you?
So, yeah.
Let's not. Carla's coming on with a beer. Because I think we're allowed to have a cheeky beverage.
Oh, you're on social, aren't you?
We can have a beverage of choice. So Carla's coming on. I'm going to do a little demo.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm demoing. Do we know fussy cutting?
Not fussy cutting.
But if there is, it will be pre-done. I can tell you now.
If you want to see fussy cutting, tune into the 5 o'clock show tonight.
There you go, 5 o'clock tonight. Should we get the other product out? Just in case Anne-Marie is watching. We'll stick to Brandon and then we can read. Let's do the replacement blades.
Yes, let's do these.
Where did we get to? Oh, Joe Venison.
Oh, Joe.
Nice to see you back, Craig. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you. Fingers crossed. I missed you the other day. Joe was on Soane Street. I think it was Saturday morning. Have you seen
the new unit that's down in the green room?
It's in the green, yeah.
It's literally like a drinks cabinet.
It really, because obviously when I get my new craft room at home.
We've just finished our one. Julie's one's there. We've just finished Julie's. It's all done now, all boxed in. But that one downstairs, imagine, little liquor at the top, a Bailey's, little baby sham. Oh, Blue Nun. Love it.
Drinks of choice. Come on, mate. Come on.
Right, if you want extra blades, we've got them on the show as well. You get a twin pack.
Is it a twin pack that you get?
For £6. Ask a silly question, get a silly answer, but that's what I'm here for. Why do I need extra blades?
So if we go back to it, is a silly question actually, but you know what? I'll let you off on that one now.
It fills time. You're going to need them. I know the answer to this.
Yeah. Funny enough, they're for your paper trimmer.
But would you... So, okay, on a serious note, though.
Yeah.
So we do the paper trimmer.
Yep.
Is it generally how long is a piece of string to how much paper I cut to when I change my blades?
Absolutely.
So when would I have to change a blade? Serious question.
When you start to see feathering on your cardstock.
Okay.
Now, for me, I don't change it there and then because all that I would do is I would just trim off a little bit of the feather. Some may say that defeats the purpose, but do you know what I mean? I want to get that little bit extra long out of my blade. So when I start to see feathering, I won't change it at that point. I would just go in with my scissors, trim the edge, or a little file, something like that, just to get rid of the feathering.
Nice.
When you get to a point that it's not going to stop cutting, Adam, what's just going to do it is it's just going to really kind of feather the edge of your card. So it won't damage it, but where it's cut, it's going to feather. At that point, when it gets really quite feathery, I would then just discard it. I always wrap it up, because you've still got that point of the blade, of course. I always then wrap that up in some like bit of plastic or something, just so it doesn't protrude out if you chuck it into the bin or something. But yeah, that double pack there, because that's 4 that you're getting.
It's going to last long.
And then you've got,
So that's 5 blades. That's going to last you what for the, let's say, the average crafter, not someone that does it. Maybe you do it every day, but you're not doing card after card. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we do for TV. This is going to last a while.
So 8 weeks that I've been with Hunkydory in the office, and I've got now the last couple of weeks I've been using their guillotine more and more.
Okay.
But let's just say 6 weeks worth, give or take as well, the last couple of weeks using my paper trimmer a lot. I'm still on my first one. I'm in that habit of going up and down, up and down. So if you say 6 to 8 weeks, I'm still on the first one at the moment. So, you know, you can get that kind of idea as to how long it's going to last.
If you want to get these, scan that QR code. I will throw the link back into the chat for you now. It is now there. Go and have a little look at there. Everything. We will get to everything. We may not be able to do another loop, but we are going to get to everything on the show. So there's your extra braid with your trimmer. Talking about trimmers, someone did say always use the HD one. Don't know, Lisa. You'll have to re-ask because I don't understand the question.
She's saying that she always uses the Hunkydory one.
Oh, HD Hunkydory. I'm with you.
Craig Laird, HD.
HD. I'm with you now. Dave asked, fussy cutting. Oh, look what you've started now. For one of the best size scissors.
So,
Do Hunkydory do scissors?
yes, they do. But for me, when it comes to fussy cutting, I'll probably get a message from Anne-Marie going, you can't say that. At the moment, anyway, the scissors that I use aren't Hunkydory because when it comes to fussy cutting, I like really, really small scissors.
Okay.
So I've actually got Hunkydory scissors here. So if I go into my box...
Oh, so do we need another overhead?
But I'll just show you.
Okay.
So you'll find Hunkydory's scissors.
Yeah.
You'll find them on the website. So you've got there, and then the middle size. Actually, the middle size in the apartment room because I was wrapping stuff last night before I left. So that's your small, and then that's your larger ones. So for these being the smaller ones, I still find them personally a little bit bigger for fussy cutting. Now, I'm going to show you just so you've got the size and idea. That is the small ones that I use. Embroidery scissors.
Haberdashery scissors.
Yeah. That's what I feel really, really comfortable with. Some people will use large scissors. I've said this story often over the years, Adam, and that is when I was watching a good number of years ago, and I was watching fussy cutting, and the person that was demonstrating said, you must use large scissors. So I tried to do bits of fussy cutting with large scissors, and I couldn't get it right. And for me, it dented my confidence because I couldn't do it. Watched another show that were using tiny scissors, and I thought, I'm going to try that.
That makes more sense.
And then I realised I had a better cut. So I'm going to ask at Hunkydory if down the line we can maybe do tiny little embroidery scissors. But for me personally, I would always say what you feel comfortable cutting. You know, whether it's large, whether it's medium, or if it is really, really small ones.
There you go.
But it's entirely up to yourself for fussy cutting, as long as you feel comfortable.
Yeah, because I know... yes, I can. I know Wheeler uses large scissors to fussy cuts.
I think Anne-Marie does as well, and some of the team
and then turns the page and does that way. So it's horses for courses, Dave, is the answer to that one. The paper trim was Sizzix. You know, we asked. It had... Oh, okay. So it was the Sizzix one, but you found the Hunkydory one easier to use because it's lighter weight. Makes perfect sense. Joe's joining us on Thursday as well. Oh, see you there, Joe. I'll send you the link, Joe. Don't worry, I'll send you all the links. Sheila's back. I have been following / buying from Hunkydory since they started way back on the QV of the sea. Amazing qualities, designs, love them.
And you know what? And that's the thing with Hunkydory over the years, and this is not just me with my Hunkydory hat on, it's me, you know, as a Hunkydory customer. The quality was exceptional back then, but as time has evolved, you know, you got your bendy ink technology, even when it comes to the pips of the die cutting. I was always one of, I don't know if you'll know or remember them, Adam, it's a German brand that done fussy cut, they're called Ready. And honestly, the precision of the points of the die cuts, exceptional. 100% Hunkydory match them now. I don't know if Ready are still in business, if they're still going, but 100% when it comes to your die cut toppers, decollage or your decoupage, all of those, I still sometimes snip the edges because I'm a bit, fussy that way. But really, you don't have to nowadays.
There you go. It's all good. So do what's comfortable for you is the quickest and easiest one. One of my Hunkydory orders has just been delivered from Tracy.
What one?
Tracy, what have you ordered? I'd like to know.
It's been a good week.
It has. It's been a very good week. Shall we move on to...
Yeah.
Do you want to do the guillotine as we're talking cutting, or do you want to move on to the stamping platform?
Let's do the guillotine.
Let's do the guillotine. Let's move on to the guillotine. Then remember, the QR code is just up here. If that one is too small for you, let me put the big one on the screen. It's now that side as well. So either one, they take you to exactly the same shop. It'll take you to the brand page of Craft Clock. We are on the we're not on the Hunkydory website. We're on the Hobby Maker. All the H's.
All the H's.
Very confusing.
Totally.
We are now on the Hobby Maker, so that will take you to the Hobby Maker website, the only website where you get cap postage of $4.95, and there's no adverts on YouTube.
I thought you were going to say the only website that you win prizes.
I think you do.
Well, I suppose sometimes you do.
Sometimes you do. We give away stuff up here sometimes. We're full of it. Let's move on to the 12x12 super size guillotine. So, obvious question, Why do I need a guillotine when you've just told me a paper trimmer is amazing?
So, right, in actual fact, sorry, Adam, shall we
yeah.
change it slightly and show you the small, because this is maybe the one that lots of you
Okay,
are
let's do
familiar
this. Because
with.
we'll talk about this makes more sense actually, but let's talk about the small one because the big one's exactly the same, it's just bigger. It's like the scoreboard.
Yes.
And this
exactly.
is easier to get into the camera shots and stuff like that and save unboxing everything and getting told off. Why do I need, same question, why do I need a guillotine and not a trimmer?
So, when it comes to the guillotine, you don't have to worry about replacing the blades.
Okay.
Because it is essentially, it's like a knife that is cutting. It's self-sharpening. You do have that metal edge. So every time that you cut, it's actually sharpening itself.
That's good.
So you don't have to worry about any tools or doing anything like that. Also, what you are going to get, love the paper trimmer. Explain why I love the paper trimmer. With the guillotine, it's more precise. It's bang on.
Okay.
And also then you're going to get that fine, perfect cut each time. You have got your inches, centimetres, but what you've also got as well is additional grids. So if you like to do your own mats and layers, if you love to do your own pyramage or that with the little books, things like that, then of course you've got your 1/4 of an inch increments should you go for the inches, of course. Really strong and really robust. If you do want to hang it up, then of course you've do got that little look at the top there. If I bring it in,
Just quickly, I'd like to know the feedback on this, Jill. What do you know that I don't know? She says, I think Crafter Clock's days are numbered, sorry to say. Well, I've been booked all the way to December. So, what have you heard, Jill? Let me know. I'd like to know this.
oh,
Yeah, no. What a way to find out. It's my last
got a bit in
guest.
sweat there now, haven't you?
You're my last guest on Crafter Clock.
I mean, that bad, but that's it. That's it.
That's it.
Craig and Adam, they're not back
Pulled the
together
plug
again.
while we've been on air.
Yeah. Precision cut when it comes to your guillotine. But if I even just come in to here,
Look at that.
now look at that. And the sign of that perfect cut is if I bend that over there, Adam, and join that together, you've got, I'm going to pull that back just so slightly. So you've got that width matching bang on, absolutely perfectly. Can go a little bit, not that you're going to be doing it. I mean, look at that.
See, how else would you get that? Oh, it doesn't want the white.
It doesn't like the white. You know, would you be doing that? Not necessarily, but it just goes to show you that's how good a finer cut the guillotine is, and that's a small one. So if you love to do your quilling,
Yes, we've had quilling on a lot.
Yeah.
If Jessie's still watching.
yeah. So if you want to create your own, if you've still got all your templates or that left over, and you want to go along with, yes, that's adorable, scoreable, but it's still going to cut, you know, your 180, well, you know, less than your 180 GSM. But if you want to do your 180, 200 to 230, you can absolutely do that. So whether it's your thicker ones, whether, of course, it's your finer ones, whether it's just tiny little slithers, of course, when it comes to that small guillotine, because you've essentially got that blade that's cutting,
it.
and you don't need to worry about you don't worry about sharpening it, because it's self-sharpening. Brilliant.
So if you want to go for this, the details, the QR code is on the screen. This is is this the...
So it'll be the
8x5.
That's it, yeah.
£14.99 is what you're looking at for this one. $14.99 should be $21.99 is what you're looking at. Tracy's come back with her order.
What's your
She ordered the Hunkydory issue 85 bundle.
brilliant?
With Prima gel pens bundle. Ooh, just waiting for my birthday order now.
Ooh. I know. Do you know what? It's been an incredible couple of months since I joined with all the launches, but with the birthday launches lately, it's fab.
Just so you know, Trace, Craig can't push your order through any quicker.
No.
I'm just going to throw that out there. That unless Anne-Marie's watching in the office now, she could...
The girls and the guys in the warehouse are working so...
No, you don't.
And then everyone says that, don't they?
They're all working really hard. They
They're
always
all
are,
working
though.
really hard. You know, but you know what? They do it with a smile on their face. They always chat away while they're picking your stuff. And it's amazing to see the crates of the orders.
I find that's the
ready to
tougher
go.
job.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That
yeah.
is we get paid just to play with glitter.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Essentially, yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah.
It's what Jamie Rogers said the other day, and I like the quote. But it's true. But
Mm-hmm.
they do the pick of the pack and the posters are sort of the brains behind it all.
Yeah. Do you know what's really fascinating as well at Hunkydory, for those that may not know, is when it comes to the collections, you know, they are all packed together. What I mean by that is they're all individual sheets. So the girls collect
have
them
to get
together.
everyone.
So they've got all, you know, said topper sheet, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the background card. So they go along. And so it's not a machine that's packing your orders.
by hand?
It is by hand. And that's of course,
good.
you know, because you've got that sheer quality control at Hunkydory and things like that, it just means we're on point for checking every single way. From the minute it's gone into production to cutting to then packing, it's been watched the whole time. It's amazing to see.
I'd like to see this. We make them live from you one day. We might bring all this up to Hunkydory Towers.
That would be cool.
We can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that. So if you want to go, where are we up to? Julie, I hang my trimmer and scoreboard on the side of my Hunkydory trolley.
I've not got a trolley yet, but
Have you
I
not
want
got a
one.
trolley?
No.
Oh.
Nope. I want one.
So what do you name the trolley? Are you a namer
No,
of craft items?
I'm not a namer, full stop.
Like name a car
No.
or no, I don't see.
Nope.
I don't see the point of that. But each their own. Each to their
Yeah.
own.
They're always she's though.
Oh, are they?
Everything is she. Like the car, it's always a she.
She's broke.
Yeah.
True. Does the small guillotine have an extendable arm thing, like the paper trimmer?
Really good question. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have an extendable one. That is a full size. It's 6 inch by 8.5 inches. If you do want the larger one, then of course we've got that coming up.
We have indeed. Joseph's the same. You got to get it all done. She spends 3 hours counting screws out of packets when she builds a unit.
Right.
That's what our Jo Venison does.
I get to do. Okay.
She gets to do it all the same, picking, packing, posting. Birthday week was fabulous. Not sure my bank thought so. Ordering something every day. From Hong Kong.
Well done, you.
Well done.
Yeah.
From there, though, so we talked about small. Should we go bigger?
Should we go back?
Should we go big 12 by 12? I think this one is the one if you're a scrapbooker.
Yes. Yeah.
The big 12 by 12 is if you are a scrapbooker, and the price is phenomenal.
It is.
On this. We are looking at, should be $49.99. We've matched TV on this one for $34.99 is what we've matched it on. Once again, it's the same, more or less the same question I asked for the scoreboard, but I'm going to ask it again anyway. Obviously, if you're a scrapbooker, you're going to need a bigger 12 by 12. What other benefits are going bigger?
So, as well as if you're scrapbooking, but even things if you like to do invitations, you know, if you've got your own little business,
Yes.
when it comes to invitations, then of course that's going to be a good one. And I say that in the office, so I am so tempted to be getting my own one at that price, because I do use it in the office, but I use like everyone, the Teams one. We've got one that we've got a few that we all use. I am used to larger guillotines. I think that's why I've kind of fallen into using the large guillotine. But because you've got that base up to the 12 inches, I know it's harder to see on the screen, but I am going to take it out just so that you can get that idea.
Because this
here.
one's slightly more, and you'll understand when you see, ergonomic to the hand.
You've got that full base that you'll see.
It reminds me of, remember the old bread slicers? Mm-hmm. That sometimes you see in Spain on holiday? The old choppy one. It reminds me of one of those.
So this is your large guillotine. So you've got a few safety features in there. So you've got your finger guards in there
Nice.
as well. You do get that handle will be inside. Let's take the handle out. So that does come separate, just to make it a little bit easier for transport. But if I take the handle out before I actually open it, what you've also got is it's kind of like a little locking mechanism. So what we've got, if I move that up here, so this is how it is, but there's like a little lock. So you're just going to then open it ever so slightly and then lift up.
Nice.
So if you are moving it about or transporting it, then you know that it's nice and it's safe. It's not going to then open and close
in
when
your
you
bag or
don't want
anything.
it to be. Same with if you are using it with, of course, your card, your heavier material. You have then got that finger guard which holds the card down as well. Still got your centimetres on there, you've still got your inches, but you've got that full workable base as well. So that gives you, unlike the small one, that if you are cutting your larger cardstock up to your A4 on the smaller one, because it hangs over the edge, now it's not a massive deal, but if you want that little bit more of that security, then of course you've got that flat base that everything's held on, rigged on there. And then if you are wanting to then do a couple of sheets, now I wouldn't be doing like 3 or 4 sheets of 350 GSM or that. Do you know what I mean? I would be doing one at a time. But if you're doing something for your invitations and that sort of stuff, lighter weight, you're going to be able to get through quite a few. Absolutely, yeah.
So take advantage. Once again, take advantage of this price. How thin can you go with this?
How thin?
Oh,
Nice sound, isn't it?
wafer.
Look at that. It's orange on. Well, there you go. You can see the whiteness. on the back
Okay,
of that
so
card.
you really can get that detail on here for borders, belly bands around cards,
Yep.
things like that you want to do. If you're making en masse, I know not everyone owns a business and not everyone makes a sell, but if you are going to do it en masse, this is the way to go, investing the tools to make your life easier.
Exactly.
Because then when you want to go in craft, you've got the tools there rather than going, oh, I've got to use that little one, I've got to keep moving everything up and cutting. Make your life easier. At these sorts of prices, £34 and £99, cap postage of £4.95 all day as well, so you really can fill your boots. I will do a sum in a minute of everything on the show. And then we can see how much a whole basket will cost you for today. But it's just the ergonomics of this I quite like.
It is. Even the handle. Now, I've not locked this in, so we can pop it back into the box there. The one in the office is the handle's kept on. When I do get mine, keep the handle on as well. But it's just that nice comfort that you've got. You know, you want to have that comfort, because then comfort is also safety.
That's true.
When you're cutting with, of course, a guillotine. Also, don't need to worry about self-sharpening or anything like that, of course. That sound that you hear, whether it's card, acetate, what you've got, that's it self-sharpening.
Yeah, I like that. I
So
like the sound.
you don't have to worry about anything like that. The guillotine, point to point, so you know whether you're going to the centre point, if you're going from corner to corner, does not matter. You get that precise cut. You get that really, really lovely, satisfying sound when it comes to the sound of the cut. The stability when it comes to the base as well. The safety features with that little locking mechanism and the finger guard as well. It's always one of those. It's like the scoreboard and that. If you can only go for one, I would always go for the bigger. But if you know you're not going to be cutting larger cardstock or material, or you're limited on space, that's then when you would consider using the smaller one.
Love it. For everything, and this last item we're about to show you, I've just clocked the time. We've literally got 5 minutes left. That you've got on here, £139.84. For everything we've showed you. So that's for the large and small scoreboards, that's for all the trimmers that we've shown you as well. That's for extra blades and extra magnets we're about to show you with this. And it's also for your stamper, it's £139 for everything.
Nice.
For the next less than 24 hours if you use the QR code that's just above me now. The last and final thing we've got on Craft O'Clock is one thing I genuinely would have lost without in my craft room at home.
Yeah.
Because I don't like stamp blocks, because I find I can't use them properly because I miss stamp. And with a decent platform in your life, you genuinely can't go wrong.
No, you definitely can't. This is one of those, we'll go back to, of course, talking about earlier on the tutorials that I used to do.
Yeah.
People would see me using this. And this is one of my favourite stamping platforms. I used it in my own time, and I would try and get away with using it when I was not meant to be using it.
Okay.
But this is one that I absolutely love. You've got the magnets in there that hold down your medium, your card, your vellum, whatever it is that you're using. But even the actual side magnets are incredibly strong. So what I mean by that is you've got your two magnets left and right, and you've got the negative on the opposite side. But then here, you've got two little spring. But you don't see the spring feet. The spring feet are kind of encapsulated in a flexible plastic, so they're not going to pop off. They're not going to fly away. And then that just means once you've popped your stamp down, ink it up, and that will not connect with your cardstock until you've pressed down.
It's that second base, and it's that second, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to commit
Exactly.
until you press.
That's it. Even the depth in the magnets as well, they're taken into account with the depth of the stamps. You just make sure they're out the way. And with something like this, because you've got that removable top part, that just means then if you want to do it on a bigger piece of cardstock that's over the edge, that's absolutely fine. And the given when it comes to a stamping platform like this, you press and press and press, you lift. If you've missed anything, you don't need to worry. Just go in again, press again, and fill in what you've missed. I love the size. I love the ease of use of it. I love the durability of it as well. The spring-loaded feet, as I said, they don't pop off. It's just been one of my favourite, if not my favourite stamping platform, and it has been for years.
I do like a stamp platform where the lid comes off.
Yeah, me too.
I've got a very good one at home. I've got a big 12 by 12 one at home from a very big brand that we've got, but it's hinged. So you do need a massive desk to open the hinge, because then you've got that. With this, if you haven't got big space, if you're working on your dining table, if you're in the caravan, like someone said earlier, you can literally flip it over. You're working in that that smaller space, but you can still get on to, I'm guessing, a full 12 by 12 piece of card if you wanted to.
Yeah, obviously you're just going to have to watch the positioning of it. You're going to have to move it about. You know, you can get close to the centre if you're going to go up to this area here. Having, of course, my removable discs, of course. Really strong as well. Really strong, really sturdy. You don't need more than 2. But yeah, you've got that space that you can then play with as well. You do have the grid, so if you want to do some lining up, you do have measurements down the side that are engraved down the side there. They're not printed or anything, so they're not going to come off rub off or anything like that. So you've got that there. The main thing is that durability and the preciseness of the stamp.
If you want to go for it, should be $34.99. On the TV, it's $29.99. Today, next less than 24 hours, $18.99. £18.99. It should be $29.99 is what you're looking at. You're going to get it for $18.99 today. And then, last but no means least, you've got that foam base, so it doesn't slip slide.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't slide all the way out. It gives you that little bit of movement. However, you know that if you are using it on an area that's maybe like a nice little tabletop that you want to be careful with, don't worry, it's got that foam on the back. Last
but no means least, if you want extra magnets, they are £4.99 is what you're looking at. You are going to get a set of 2 for $4.99 of the magnets that you get in here. Why do I need extra?
Extra, do you know what? It's just handy to have in case you were to lose any of them as well. But also, these are just good to hold up anything around the house.
True.
You know, even if you've got other brands, which I should just say as well. Yes, I've used other stamping platforms, and there's some incredible ones out there.
Yeah, there are.
And I've used incredible ones. Those that watch me will know that I have and will have used the stamping platform from Hunkydory for a long time. But within these ones, if you want that little bit extra security when it comes to the card or the medium, maybe you're using a thicker bit of cardstock or something, so you really just want to hold it down. Not that I believe that you'll need to, but if you wanted that security, you've got that. If you want them for other stamping platforms, you've got that. Or, of course, if you just want to use it to actually stick things up onto magnet bases on your walls and stuff like that, you can.
They're all there. I've literally spammed all the chats the links that you've got in this one. Take advantage. I think we've got time for one more comment. When I first started crafting, I bought a couple of rare earth stamping platforms that were hinged. They were quite handy. And this is the thing. When they're hit, I don't like a hinge.
No, it's a good one.
It is a good one.
It's a good
rare
one.
earth's really good. I remember selling them. But once again, with this, you've got that ease that you can take off, flip over, and then you can position where you need to go all the time. Unfortunately, people of the Facebook and the YouTube, time has beaten us. Time has beaten us. The QR code will stay there. You can watch this back for life on YouTube. It's there for 30 days on Facebook. Remember,
they're ending come December, though, aren't they?
Oh, are they?
So that coming?
Oh yeah, this could be ending by tomorrow. I need to follow that up.
Yeah,
because she's never followed it up since in the chat, which I've been watching.
Maybe she's winding you up.
She could be. She made me I thought she had to buy a whole green screen because she said my wall was dull at home. Yeah. So
I love that honesty.
I like this is why I like doing it. Because it's just you and me, and we can say it as it is. And you know, we've changed things over the last couple of months since we've been doing this. It's all thanks to you. All thanks to you, and keep watching. Thank you, Craig, for a pleasure.
No, thank you so much. Hopefully you'll have me back.
Of course we will.
Yes.
Anytime.
Thank you very
You're
much.
more than welcome. Thursday night, 9 o'clock, we're taking over all the platforms for our very first, and possibly our last, Craft O'Clock Late Night Live. We'll have a chat. Joe's coming in. Carla's coming in. We'll attempt to do some demos. I don't know what we're doing. We'll just have a good little laugh for an hour. We'll have some fun, and we'll let you know what's coming up, because we've also got a sneak peek coming up on Thursday night as well. A stencil that you can only buy on Craft O'Clock from Visible Image, but I'll give you all the information on Thursday night. Thank you very much. Thank you to you.
Thank you so much. I'll see you at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Craig is on air. Let me put this on now. Craig's on air at 2 and 5, and I will see you Thursday, and I'll see you back here on Sunday with something out of Studio Light is what I'll see you with Claire and Studio Light.